In 1950, they said it was impossible for a person to run a sub 4-minute mile. They said the muscles, the organs, they just could not handle that kind of stress on the body, and it wasn't possible. But in 1954, Roger Bannister ran a mile in 3 minutes, 59.4 seconds, breaking the 4-minute mile barrier.
To the finishing line, time 3 minutes, 59.4 seconds.
Afterwards, I'm sure he was very tired. He did the impossible, but only just to prove the fact that it wasn't impossible. The barrier was artificial. Humans could run faster than a 4-minute mile. In fact, once he breaks this barrier and people realize that it's possible, it becomes attainable. After Roger Bannister breaks the 4-minute mile, 46 days later, 2 people run a sub 4-minute mile. Less than 10 years later, the first high school student runs a mile in under 4 minutes. And in 1997, someone ran a 2-mile in less than 8 minutes. That's 2 sub 4-minute miles back to back. Last I checked, about 1,500 people have run a mile in less than 4 minutes, and more people keep doing it. In fact, the current record for the mile is 3 minutes and 43.13 seconds. So this idea that humans could not run a mile in less than 4 minutes was an artificial limit. Roger Bannister didn't have anything special. He didn't have a new type of shoe that hadn't been invented before. He didn't come up with a new running technique. He just didn't let other people dictate what he could or couldn't do. And how often do we do that? How often do we put artificial limits on ourselves or let other people put limits on us? Or worse yet, how often do we limit God in what he can do through us, what he can do with us? And I just want to repeat that just to emphasize the absurdity of this. We're putting limits on God when we say, God, you can't do this through me. God can use us to do amazing things, and we set up these artificial barriers of things that I can't possibly do that because we don't trust that God can work through us. But the nice thing is we don't have to do it alone. In fact, Roger Bannister did not run the mile alone. He, one, had a coach, Franz Stempfel, who was passionate, motivational, inspirational, helped him to train for the event and helped him to be in the right mindset for the event. And then if you watch clips of the race, there are other people running with him, and they were helping him set his pace. So he didn't go out too fast, and he didn't go out too slow. There's 2 Chris's, Chris Chataway and Christopher Brasher, ran with him. And at one point, Roger Bannister actually says that he told Brasher to run faster because he was afraid they were going out too slow, because you have this adrenaline in you. But Brasher knew that he had to keep this pace to help Bannister run a sub 4-minute mile. And so, are your friends just running alongside you so that they can beat you at the end? Will they do it until it gets hard and then go home? Or are they going to run with you, encourage you, and then get out of the way and cheer you on? So many saints had what I like to call buddy saints. For every St. Cosmas, there's a St. Damian. Where there's St. Ignatius of Loyola, there's St. Francis Xavier. St. Paul had St. Barnabas. St. Benedict and St. Scholastica were twins, and St. Francis and St. Clare were encouraging each other and challenging each other to be faithful. So I might not know much about you. I might not know your strengths, your weaknesses, your goals, your mission, what God has created you to do, but I know one thing. He's created you to be a saint, and he's put people in your life to help you get there. Let's not put artificial limits on a limitless God. And if something seems like it's impossible, that's okay. Sometimes God does the impossible. This is Kyle Heimann. For more, check out kyleheimann.com.